All right, who we got in here? How's it going, everyone? Let's see. What's up, Flip Coins? What's up, Pat559 Ondo? What's up, Slava? What's up, Silver? DZ's in the house. SQD is going to 0. Jap B says Zcash, please. But how are we doing? Can you guys hear everything okay? What's up, Raphael? So what's going on in the market? I have my kids, so I've been busy all day with work and now busy with kids because it's the holiday. So probably be a very short stream. It depends on how many people show up here, but I do appreciate you guys coming in this late. We're usually a lot earlier. But hopefully you guys are doing well, holding strong. I know the market's shit right now. We'll have to wait for DZ to get back in here. No, we're just going to jump into it. So we're still bearish. Nothing's really moving. We'll look at Zcash. We'll start off with SubSquid here. So SubSquid made a new low once again. So I adjusted the chart here from the high to the low. Clearly, you can see this area here of support. Support is going to be heavy resistance. So I think if SQD could actually do a nice move up and get back over 7 pennies, which is actually a 30% move. But if it can get through the 236 once again at 7, then you'll probably have this thing spike up really good, because we've seen that many times. Heavy resistance, and then the 236 is broken, and then they just fly. But we'll have to see if that is the case at some point. So you got to get over 7 and not bullish until you're over 9. And if we wanted to go a little bit more short term to see what's happening with the price here of SQD, I guess we'll go from this area high. Let me fix the chart here really quick. Yeah, you're above the shorter term daily chart 236, but you have to get over the 382 here. It looks like it just tagged it. So pretty much 6 pennies. 6 and then 7 are big targets for SQD here, or it's going to go down and make a new low. It did the same thing back here where it bear flagged, bear flagged, bear flagged. So every time it does this and gets stuck, it comes right back down to a new low. So just be aware of that. And then Zcash, I believe Zcash is still stuck at the 0.5, if I remember correctly. Where's our Zcash chart? It's at 519. I'm going to zoom this thing back out. Fix our chart. But yeah, this thing had a pump. It blew through the 236 and pumped all the way up to the 0.5 at about 760 and got stuck. But it did do a decent move if you bought in down here. So if you got a 20x out of Zcash, don't be greedy. Man, if I got a 20x on my coin, I would be ecstatic. But yeah, Zcash needs to get through 760. As long as you're over 317, I would say it's still bullish. And then if it gets a move up over about 760, then it should spike up to 1800 and do another from here. About a 3.5, 4x from here. But 1800 would be your next target. But we did this last time. We can also adjust the fib down to the wick, to the scam wick. You're still getting stuck at the 0.5 with a move above. So you also have 562 here. As long as you're above 218, then it will spike up to 1400. So if we go by this to be technical from wick to wick, then 562 would be your target right now. If you get through that, it could spike up very good. 184%. But yeah, Zcash is it's still bullish here. What's up, No Whack? How you doing, my man? Haven't made any trade. It's been ugly. Yeah, I'm still holding on to Toshi, and I'm down so much on it. Like, I just can't seem to sell it for $1,000, $1,200 loss, whatever it is. He says everyone is waiting at 450. What's up, Slava? How you doing? I'm good. Just been busy doing things with my boys today and yesterday and tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. I don't imagine a lot of people are going to show up this late. So we'll see how long the stream's going to last here. Just sitting on your purchases. Yeah, that's all you can do at this point. That's what I'm doing. You guys know I bought Toshi and it went straight down. I don't think it was ever in profit. It just went straight down as soon as I bought it. It's not looking good. It might go to 74K. I hope not. Yeah, I've seen some people calling for 70K could be the bottom. If that's the case, then we're going to go down for a couple of months. And there's no real, I still think there's alt season, but there's no real move up until at least a move up so we can get some money back and get out. But hopefully that's not the case. I mean, everything's down at the bottom, so we may get a surprise bounce out of here. But everyone's so scared. If we get a nice, decent bounce and some of these coins start to move back up to where they were, a lot of people are probably going to end up trying to get out, get some of their money back. Just been making small buys. Dog and Me, Moonwell, and Cookie. Those are good choices. Good choices. What did we look at? Oh, yeah, we looked at Zcash, SQD. I mean, Toshi's still holding up here, so I'm still holding out hope. I don't see how these coins can go to zero and there's no alt season at all, and we just die from here. So as you can see here, I do have from this low to the high. I am holding the 618236 area on Toshi here. You know what? I'll just move that one. No, not that one. For now, as long as Toshi can hold the 618 retracement here, we still have hope for a move back up. And then we'll look at how high it can actually go. But right now, the crucial thing is it has to hold this, pretty much this 304 level where it's at right now. So it held and it's holding. So that's what I'm going to watch. If Toshi actually does start breaking down here from weekly candles below this and we get a close below, I may get out. Because if it has a weekly close below this area, then it's probably going to crash all the way down here to 3. And I just can't hold through another. It'd be another almost 30% drop on Toshi. I would just have to cut my losses and just get out. But we'll see what happens. Let me put this on the larger screen. We got 14 people in here. If you guys could just hit the like button, answer the poll, it will help out in these bearish times. What's up, DZ? Yeah, we did SQD. She's going to 0. Toshi may go to 0, but she's still trying to hold the 618 retracement. But SQD here, Subsquid, we looked at it already. It did make a new low. Wait, why do we have 2 different charts for Subsquid? Let me see here. Give me one moment, because we looked at it already. No, I think that was the Coinbase chart. No. Okay, let me get rid of the Coinbase chart, because that's not the whole chart. So we're gonna redo Subsquid. So maybe it's not going to 0. All right, so Subsquid looks kind of like Toshi, but you can see, oh man, that's not good. So from the low to the high, this one did break the 618, and it already back tested it as resistance, so that's not good. So it has to hold over 5 pennies. If it loses 5 pennies, then it's going to drop to 4, and then if it loses 4, it's never going up. But we did look at it on the smaller time frame. Oh no, I'm frozen. Yeah, we looked at it on the daily earlier, but it's repeating itself. So on the smaller daily time frame on Subsquid here, you can see that it keeps bear flagging and going to it just keeps going down. So short term on this one, you got to stay over 5. and then the 382618 get back over this area here, anywhere from 5.8 up to pretty much 6 pennies. If you can get over 6 pennies again, then it's bullish again, and it'll hold that 618. Then it has a chance to move up at that point. But other than that, there's nothing really else to look at it right now. It has the same chart as Toshi. We just died. But hopefully we'll go back up. And what was the other one? Let me see. Oh, hold on. Cookie. Hold on. Let me find the chart really quick. All right, so yeah, Cookie's in the same spot. These coins really can't go lower. Massive downtrend on Cookie. It's all the way down to your 3 to stay bullish over 4.7, and then we want to draw another one on it. I mean, it's a waiting game right now, everyone. We're just waiting to see what happens. Yeah, because this one's down all the way to the 786 already. 32786 final area. If it loses 4, then it's going to come down. So we really need to get a bounce already. You do have a bullish cross on the weekly stock RSI down here, as you can see. It's been oversold for a very long time. So I think we're going to get some sort of relief bounce, even if it's just back up to the 6618 here, like on Cookie, just as an example. Yeah, if we get a rally back up of about 70%, get our money back a little bit, we may have a big sell-off after that. If that is the case, if these coins and Bitcoin pump up and we get stuck and we put in a lower high again, then it's probably over. At least for a good while. So it's a waiting game. We got to see what happens. See what the future holds. What's up, Holmes? How you doing, my man? Yeah, we just need the last altcoin season. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, if we actually do get altcoin season, then we're going to rethink our whole plans on everything. Because I don't know if I can do this again. What's up, Patel? It says Kita. Let me do FET really quick. Super Intelligence Alliance coin. What is she doing? Nah. Let's go to the monthly. Oh yeah, we looked at this one trading in the large channel as well, just like Turbo and Cookie and so many others. Yeah, I mean, looking at this, you're on that final. What is it? Yeah, the low to the high on the whole chart. You're sitting right above the final 786 support here. I know there's a lot on the chart to look at, but you're stuck at the 236 from the high to the low. So short term, if this is the bottom on the bottom of this channel, it needs to get over 28 and then bullish over 45. So I'll get that one out of the way. But this is that 786 I'm talking about at the bottom of the channel. So if it's going to survive and we're actually going to have a move up, we should have this thing from the bottom here. If it's going to have a season or an altcoin or whatever it's going to do. I don't even know what to call it anymore. A pump, alt season, get our money back, get out of the shadow realm. But yeah, from here, you would expect FET to at least come back to the top of this channel here and at least do a 28, 29x from here, back up to the 1618 area. So maybe an $8 FET is in play. If we get the move up, which I'm hoping we do. Yeah, that'd be a decent run. I would think anyone holding this, if it actually hit a new high and came up to about $8 to the top of the channel, that's probably where you get out on Fed. So just keep that number in mind. If it hits $8, it's probably time to get out. But at this point, it seems to be a big if. We're gonna have a Santa rally. I have no idea. The charts kind of say we are, because we can't really go down any more than we are. What was the other one? FET. Oh, Kita. Wasn't Kita going to 0? KTA to the moon. There's so many coins on the bottom, I don't know how we can go any lower. Yeah, this one just back tested the area here, so Kita's not looking too great. It's just a bearish looking chart. There's really nothing to say. I don't know. I would never buy this coin because it's just going to 0. So if it can hold here, what we'll do is this, and then we'll adjust and see what happens from this area. But right now we're going to take off the larger time frame, because we're trying to see if we're staying alive on these coins, or if it's just going to go to a lower low again. So as you can clearly see, high to the low, smacked right into the 3-2, right into the line here that was making higher lows. It broke it, and now it's resistance. So right now, the only thing to worry about on Kita is you have to get over the 3-2. If you can get over the 3-2, break back over this little trend line here, at about 29 cents, then you're bullish and you maybe have a pump up at that point. But keep in mind, there is a large downtrend in play here. There's no breakout until it gets over about 39 cents. But I mean, if you're still bullish on these coins and you think there is going to be an alt season, even if it bleeds into next year, which is starting to look like, then all you can really do is buy these coins at these low prices. Yeah, so from our chart we had on here, from that high to the low, Ondo's back down at the bottom. So you would have to think this is the bottom at about 50 cents. Any lower than 50 cents on Ondo, then it's going to go way down. So like I said, we're going to just keep adjusting the situation as they come. So if we do this on the overall, these are the monthly candles on Ondo, by the way, just to get an overall view. All right, so you're holding right on the 618. So you hit the low again from back here in August of 2024, and that is your 618 low to the high. So it really can't go lower than this. If it loses 50 cents, it's going to absolutely fall off the table. So if I had the money to buy Ondo, I would look at this chart and say, this is it. If we're going to have any kind of a run, this is it. 50 cents has to hold. If it doesn't, then they're going to drop 35%, which if we do that, then like I said, then we're super bearish if we start dropping again. If we look up by the end of December, we'd have another large red candle in here, then. But yeah, not a bad price on Ondo, 50 cents. Scoop up a nice bag of them at this point. I mean, if you're just going to hold for the future, then Ondo's a good play here. 50 cent Ondo. Just think about it, 50 cent Ondo when it has the potential to become a $20 coin. $20 to $30. So that's not bad at all, 50 cents. Everyone pile into Ondo. What's up, Crypto Meolysis? How you doing, my man? I watched some of your stream, my man. What's up, Nova? Ondo's at 50, yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad price. What's up, Matrix? How you doing? I would love to hold on to Toshi. I just need Toshi to pump so I can actually get my money back, and then I'm going to readjust what I'm going to buy at that point. I don't think I'm going to buy a meme coin again. Maybe I'll buy Chainlink or something. Chainlink to the moon. Perpetual protocol. When Ondo goes off the cliff, it sucks. I still hold it. Well, it should be on the bottom, my man. That should be it. Perp. Let's look at perp really quick. Now, like I said, this is not going to be a very long stream because my boys are in there waiting for me. They want to watch a movie and hang out. I only got them for one more day, so I'm trying to spend as much time as I can with them. What am I looking for? Perp. Perp to the moon. Perpetual protocol. I know we have a chart for this one. Yeah. Looks good at 7 cents. Is that what you said? Wait, someone said something. Oh, you're looking forward to go to it? Just made a new low too. This why you never mind. These coins do not have a bullish chart. These things are going to zero right now. Yeah, everyone's talking about Monad because Monad was pumping, but from my understanding, it's just it's a manipulation. Someone was talking about Monad a couple of weeks ago, I believe. But yeah, how long we been on here? We're probably going to only do this for 30 minutes here. We're at, so not a long stream, but I just wanted to pop on, let you guys know I'm still around. I know it's the holidays, so we'll look at Monad in a minute. But perp, I don't know what you said about this one. Someone said 7 cents on something. Oh, you're talking about a 7 cent entry? Well, oh, you got it at 7 cents? I mean, it could be if that's the bottom, but like I said, you're in a downtrend. There's nothing bullish on the chart here. It did have a little pump off of this low on the week here, but the question is it going to continue? So let me do this really quick here. So you are just spiked above the 382, but we've seen this so many times, especially with a bearish chart like this, lower lows and lower highs stuck in a downtrend. You are above the 382 right now, so it's very critical that you hold over 13.3 here, 13 pennies. Let's see, on the weekly candle, 3-day candle. All right, you got a daily close above, but I would more focus on the larger ones. So I would say over the next 4 days, if it can stay over this 382, then you're bullish, and then it wouldn't break out until it gets over about 19. But like I said, other than that, it's just going down. So hopefully 7 cents was the bottom for you. You got a good buy-in, and it goes to the moon from here. I mean, no one knows. I mean, everyone's bearish, and people are screaming for bear market, and we're not going up. But you never know. Perp to the moon. He says Toshi. He got in at 7 cents. I'm selling. Oh, that's good. I mean, if you made some profit, the way the market is right now, if you made some money, not financial advice, but take the money. Yeah, take the money and run. He just said what I was thinking. Take the money and run. We got Josh in the house. Let's take the money and run. Yeah. Because there's no guarantee we're going up this point. He says go hang out with your boys. Yeah, I'm fixing to. There's nothing happening. We got 17 people in here, so that's nice to see. So what did Monad? I didn't even look at the Monad chart, but apparently I think it's listed on Coinbase and it just pumped out of nowhere. I haven't even looked at it, so let me look at it before I open my mouth. Monad. I guess it's on Coinbase. I'm not really sure, but I did hear about this one. Is this it? I can't even do anything with this. Yeah, am I looking at the right coin? Yeah, a coin pumps and then people start to freak out. It may still run and be bullish, but you're stuck at resistance. So if you bought the bottom accumulation of this thing, I don't know what it is, but there's a very good chance that you're going to have a wick here and you're going to fall back below 4. So if it's back below 4 pennies, then it's bearish. It's still bearish until it gets over 8. So 4 and then 8. But the momentum is up. But if it can stay above that, then it should have a nice, decent little run up to 8 pennies and do another almost 70% move. But you also got a daily close above and you're trying to hold. But yeah, at this stage of the game, if I got a candle like this on Toshi, I'd be excited. I just want our money back. So yeah, meow, my man. I looked at Toshi earlier. This is my hope here. This is my only hope. Low to the high. That Toshi holds the 618 here, because once the 618 is broken, you already know this move up to making higher highs. Now that it made a lower low is very bearish. So if it does not hold here, it's just going to come crashing down to who knows where. So I'm hoping it gets at least a little relief here. If it could just, man, if it could just get relief back up here to the 382, pump back up 50%, give me some of my money back, and I'm out. I just can't do it anymore. What's up, Kura? We got Kura 5274 in the house. How you doing? Oh man, we're just taking it week to week here and seeing what happens. I don't know what's going to happen in the market, but I'm keeping my ears down all the time, looking on Twitter, watching people, trying to see what happens. But some of these coins are on their last leg. They can't go any go any lower. Is Turbo dead? No, Turbo's not dead. I haven't looked at it, but Turbo is like Cookie and like whatever else we looked at. These coins are all down at the bottom of the channel, especially when you zoom out. Spame. Same thing with Turbo here. Turbo's still holding up. You just had a bullish cross on the weekly, so it is curling up to get that momentum back. So you do have the 0.5 and the bottom of the channel here. So as long as the channel holds, it just tagged it there. It should move back up to the top. So if you're bullish on Turbo, then it should move up to the 1272. All right, we're still here. But yeah, to answer your question, what's up, Harlem? Turbo's not done yet. I mean, it's still, like I said, it's holding in this channel. So we're still, like I keep saying, we're on the last leg of everything. I mean, we're holding out hope. We can't really go any lower. Time will tell. If things do break down, then you guys will be here. We'll look at it and we'll be like, yeah, it's done. So we're gonna see how it plays out here. So I would say on Turbo, as long as you're over 3097, this 0.5. If it breaks to 0.5 and starts breaking down, then it's done. As they say, it's cooked. But yeah, we're about to end this because my boys are waiting. I'll look at Bonk really quick here. But there's nothing happening. We're in the same boat. We say the same thing every time we come on the stream here. So let me get the other Bonk chart. It's just we're still bearish. We've been bearish forever. Yeah, the last thing we looked at on Bonk, it's trying to hold our yellow line here. You can see this area of resistance, or support rather, but we did just put in a lower low, so doesn't look the greatest for Bonk at the moment. So that's all we can really say. Can we draw a channel? I thought we had a channel before, but short term, it needs to get back over 4011 to be bullish. We keep having to adjust these charts and all this stuff because we don't really know what the future holds for these coins. But I'm starting to like drawing these channels on these charts to see what is actually at play. So there we go. Yeah, channels seem to work out very good. So depending on where you want to draw it at, there we go. So you can see the middle acted as support. You blew through it, hit the top again. Resistance, resistance, and now you're back at the bottom. So what we'll do here is that, and then we'll draw one more from the high to the low, or low to the high rather. And we'll just keep it as simple as possible on Bonk. It pretty much can't go any lower than it is, but we'll adjust this out just a little bit. So Bonk is still alive as long as it stays over 3.2. If it loses 5066, then it's over. So that is your hope on Bonk. It has to hold this level. So the 382 really has to hold to stay bullish and possibly bounce back to the top of the channel. And then we'll see if any of these levels line up with the top of the channel. We'll just go from the high to low here on Bonk. Yeah. Maybe the 2 area. It just shoots straight up here. So 309 could be the target. Oh, I meant to draw a box. What the hell? Louis, hold on. So if Bonk can actually hold from here, it may still dip down to the 3.2, but yeah, Bonk has potential too. That's a 60x. So if we do get alt season, you have a chance. If it comes down to the 3.2, take a gamble. Could be a good spot to buy in. 5066, that would be 100x. There's your bear market hopium. Bonk's going to do 100x back to the top. It's going to do this, but maybe in less candles. Well, those are weekly candles. Yeah, all you need is like 2 months to get up there. But yeah, I'm still liking Bonk and Turbo. Bonk may have better returns. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember which one has lower market cap, Bonk or Turbo. Bonk's probably a good play though. What about Shiba? I'm down 4K. All right, we'll look at Shiba and we're going to end it there. What's up, Ari? Hope you're doing good. Hopefully you're enjoying your break off from school. I'd imagine you're out because of Thanksgiving. Yeah, we did Cookie, so just rewind it. Cookie still... I would buy Cookie if I could. Cookie, Turbo, and Bonk. if we hold up, if we actually have a rally. But yeah. All right, we haven't looked at Shiba in ages, but it's a crucial point right now. Bitcoin and all these coins that we're looking at, even the one I'm holding, Toshi, we pretty much can't go any lower than we are. And we're not really moving. We're not really crashing down, which was, some coins we've been crashing down, but we're at that crucial spot to where someone needs to hit the brakes already. Let's stop the selling already, because we really can't afford to go down anymore. I don't know what the hell's going on Shiba. We've got to have a better chart here. SHIB. Yeah, SHIB looks like Toshi. All these meme coin charts look like crap. They all broke the trends. They're all dying. So what we've been doing is what we have to do. All you can do is just adjust the situation. So you're down below the 236. You're in a downtrend, making lower lows, so it's bearish in that move. If we go on the overall low to the high on Shiba, yeah, you're down below your final 786 support also. So until you get back over, what is that, 509, it could go a lot lower. The only hope is to hold a little bit of a higher low scenario you have in play here. So what we'll do is right now, these are weekly candles, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, it's got to get back over this 401 area. And not bullish till you're over 4015. But just note, you are hitting this volume. So it's either it or it's not. And then also, if we were to take this line here, or draw a box, whatever. But you can clearly see if we pull that over here, that's some sort of a macro bottom being put in, because there was these resistance candles, blew through it. It was support, resistance. It blew through it again. It held support, and then it moved up. Now you're back at that point. So this area where it is pretty much the bottom, but that's really all we can do. You do have that nice curl up on the stock RSI, a bullish cross, but yeah, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's just a waiting game. We got to see what happens here. We need Bitcoin to bounce. But yeah, you're down 4K on Shiba. We need an alt season to save us, which I still think is going to happen, but it may happen later than we want it to. Like I said, I'm holding Toshi. I'm down over $1,200, so that's all I can do is hold. I would say as long as Bitcoin's over 83K, we have a shot. If it loses 83K, then it's over. My lovely planet, what the hell is this? But yeah, I mean, Skibbity toilet is going to zero. Yeah, we're just bearish right now. We're bearish on the bottom, and if we lose the bottom, the bears win, and the bulls are cooked. They're going to barbecue the bulls for dinner. We're cooked. The bears are winning. What's up, that dude? You and me both put 2,000 on a coin. Yeah. The moment I bought Toshi, it just went to zero. It just went down. Yeah, I'm still holding, but I'm down $1,200 and something. So I really wanted to hold the 618. You're enjoying your break. That's good. That's all you guys can do. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Try not to look at your phone too much. We're not doing anything maybe we'll get the BTC bounce. Everyone says it's going lower in the bear markets here, but I have to hold out hope that it's going to happen. I just can't believe it happening again. The moment I bought a coin, every time I buy a coin, XCN and then Beam, and then before that I can't even remember. And then this time Toshi was looking good and strong, bullish looking chart. Moment I buy in, and goes straight down. Oh my God. Straight down. And I know if I sell it for a loss right now, it's going to go straight up. But if they don't let if they don't let investors win, then there's no reason to have a crypto market. So it's going to happen at some point. It's just, I don't know what's happening. No one does. There's opinions all over the place. If we go into a bear market, how can we get all-time high season? I'm confused. I don't know what you mean by that. Well, if Bitcoin topped out at 126, then that was the top, and there's no alt season. Retail never came in. The FOMO never hit because everything that's happening. And it's just, if it's actually the bear market and there's no alt season, then a lot of these coins are going to die. So we really need a bounce off of Bitcoin. I may stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. There may not be a stream until next week. I don't know yet. But if not, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Hold tight. Stay strong. Hopefully we make it out of the shadow realm together. And we'll see what happens. What's up, JY? How you doing? Yeah. All right. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming by. Answer the poll. Hit the like button on your way back to the Shadow Realm. Enjoy the Thanksgiving Shadow Realm in the pitch dark. Try not to cry too much. We will make it out here at some point. And just do what you got to do. Enjoy your family and quit thinking about crypto for a couple of days. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.